Welcome to the House on the Hill Property Renovation Makeover Spain. Here's a glance of how the property was when I first purchased it. And be prepared, it gets worse before it gets better. If it's your first time watching, remember to watch from video 1 from the playlist and remember to subscribe.
Hello from Northern England. You might be thinking, that doesn't look like Spain. That's because it isn't. I'm escaping the Andalusian heat for a week. So I'm taking you over to Spain in a minute and we're going to be looking at what's developed with the house. Not a lot, which is why I wanted to speak to you about Wabi Sabi design.
Since the last video where I showed you the underfloor heating being installed, not a lot's happened because we're still waiting for the electricity to be connected.
I don't know that I'm wasting my time here, but there's a few things in the internal patio that I just wanted to get rid of. I need to start to titivate a little bit, like a bit of titivating. Wow, this blooming dilemma over the kitchen worktop has been the biggest decision of everything, the hardest decision, because I want it to blend with the tiles, the floor tiles. I fell in love with one at the start and it was too much of a clash, a massive clash. Right now I realise I need to go for something quite subtle. This one, absolutely not, definitely not. And the others, I quite liked the green with it, this. But out of all of them, this is the one that the Packy in the kitchen shop had said that it stains, it burns very easily, that you have to avoid putting hot things on it. So maybe we won't do that. The one I've made the decision on is this. Very, very, very plain. So I'm gonna have this, so this will be here. This will be the worktop, tones in, and then the tiles will be like this. Imagine that's a tile. I'm not saying it'll be exactly that shape, but it'll be very close. So I'll put brick tiles, I think, like that. So that's where I'll bring the green in. Okay, Wabi Sabi design. Firstly, I want to thank Mark Payne for saying to me, he left a comment saying, I think that your style is similar to mine. It's Wabi Sabi design. I said, what is that? So I've researched it and found out. And Mark did tell me that he binge watched me a couple of weeks ago on Sunday. I don't think I'm quite worthy of that, but thanks, Mark. That's fab. Okay, so let me tell you, this isn't my words, I've of course researched it. Wabi Sabi is a Japanese aesthetic philosophy that finds beauty in imperfection, impermanence and incompletion. It embraces the natural cycle of growth, decay and renewal, valuing things that are simple, modest and humble, rather than striving for perfection or artificiality. I think I'm a bit Wabi Sabi, but not very savvy. So Wabi means living in solitude, far from society. Sabi means state of deterioration over the passage of time, slightly damaged. And it also states that a dislike of it actually shows a lack of comprehension. I'm liking it.
A final reflection on the Wabi Sabi philosophy. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. In the previous video, I showed you that I'd planted this flower that I called a purple jasmine. It absolutely is not that, as a lovely lady from Australia pointed out to me and said it's called a plumbago. Now, I had shown you the concreted floors in the previous video. So the underfloor heating is below the concrete, and there were some cracks in the concrete upstairs. And some of you had commented on that and were a little bit concerned about it. I have been assured by the builder and by a couple of other people that I've spoken to that it shouldn't cause a problem. They will be filling it with something called Pegolan and then tiling as normal on top of that, but with the protection seal that goes between the tiles and the concrete. Now for my usual lifestyle bit to end the video. Not a lot has been happening, so I'm going to take you to my kitchen of the house that I currently live in, and next week I hope to release a video for you that will show on time lapse the refurb of that property.
Now, I've actually got my diet back on track, so I'm pretty pleased that I'm feeling better already. It's taken time. Yeah, I just think it's age, you know. Doesn't come off the same as it used to, but I've decided, although this isn't really a protein-based snack, this is a snack, this is why I get fat, but I have realised that I need to eat more protein, which I am on a morning, and I need to eat actually have less fruit juices. I've been making smoothies, and I don't think they're great for weight loss. Healthy, but not ideal for weight loss, but I'm just going to do this fruity snack. These must have next to no calories in them, but aren't they just beautiful? They must be the most attractive fruit ever. Flax seeds. Make you regular. That in Morocco. How cute is that? What else can I add? Nuts. There's the protein. Let's add some nuts. Or hazelnuts. La 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 la.